Welcome back to a fresh episode of Missin Curfew. Updogg, my man. Curfew calls continues.
Curfew calls are at it again.
I love these.
Yeah, these are great. Fans love them. And what a nice way for them to wake up on a nice July or August morning in the summer and just have just a bunch of beauties call us and tell us some fucked up stories.
Yeah, it's great. Like Uppy said, we're going to pump these out mainly in the off season. Max is doing a great job of putting ones in that are current too. But let's get right at it, Updogg. A little curfew calls. Maxie, who we got first?
Our first call is from Mike Coyle. This is from quite a while ago, but better late than never.
Fellas, long-time listener, love the show. Mike calling from Windsor, Ontario, home of one Bobby Probert. I am a fitness trainer. I was wondering, as retired professional athletes, what you guys do on the daily to keep in shape. Obes, you are in tip-top shape. And Updogg, what do you do to maintain, to feel good, to keep the health in check? But also, as technology has been enhanced too, what do the guys do in the league to get strong, to have more energy, to go faster, to skate harder, to have more conditioning and endurance? What about, do they have any special trainers, or who are the good trainers, or who are the good coaches? What do the guys eat? What kind of supplements are they taking?
They eat pussies.
Are they big on the ice baths? Are they big on the saunas? Are they big on the jacuzzis? Are they big on the massage therapy? Once again, I love the show, boys. Keep it up. I listen every week. Every Thursday is the best day of the week. Love you guys.
Fella.
What was his name, Max?
Mike Coyle.
He wants a secret sauce.
Colsey.
What's he going to do up in, where is he from?
Windsor. Home of the Windsor Spitfires. Shout out to their head coach, Mark Savard's a beauty, savvy, good goalie. Good little program they got there with the Windsor Spitfires.
Did you say good goalie?
Good golfer.
Oh, yeah. I was like, fuck, he was a hell of a player. You turned me inside out every time I play him. All right. So
what are you doing now? Let's start to cut you off. What are you doing now to say tipped? I love how everyone comes at me because I'm the fat one, but like,
they said you're in tip-top shape.
And then he laughed away. How come no one comes over the Updogg about being skinny or whatever? Let's see the pipes ups. Oh, they're still pretty jacked, eh? Still pretty jacked.
No, they're not. They're tiny. They're tiny. Fuck.
What are you doing nowadays?
I'll tell you what I did. I was at dinner Saturday night, and I was with Christina and then our friends Noah and Polly, his wife. And Christina's like, Scottie doesn't even work out. And Polly's like, really? And she's in shape. Noah works out a ton. And I'm like, no. And she kind of said something like, you're almost 40 and it's kind of, it's a turn on, or a turn off guy. It's like not working out. Like, how do you not work out? I'm like, I'm in the gym then. So Sunday morning, 6:30 on a daylight savings time, I'm in it's 5:30 normal time. And I jump into this fucking HIIT class at Moxie here. Good gym. Tons of babes. Good quality workout. And I get in there and I fucking roast legs and a fucking core workout for the first time in 4 months. Then the next day I follow it up yesterday with the upper body, chest, back, and core.
Jesus.
And then today I did an hour of hot yoga before I came to the studio, which is it's called strength. So it was actually all core too. My fucking core is in one, bud.
I bet.
So
can you sit down and take a shit right now?
No. I need Kim's in my life.
Yeah,
right now.
You do need yes, you do.
Totally.
I would say this, Binger, Maxie. So when you start back in our day, me and the Updogg, I think I can speak for the Updogg. We would take at least a month off, right? I mean, we'd go on a month bender, maybe longer, where we wouldn't really work out as a hockey player. You maybe go in this old sports club and have a steamer, ride the bike, and then you would get back into it, mid-June, and that first week of legs. I mean, you can't sit down to shit. You can't wipe your ass. It hurts to piss.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
you got to get through the first 10 days.
Oh my God. It's so brutal, man. It's so brutal.
And then every workout from then on, once you start with that soreness, it's like working out it's hard. Like I I could go do these
hard.
I could go do
It is hard.
I could go work out like what I just did the last couple of days. I'm in there. I'm feeling pretty good other than cramping and being dehydrated.
And throwing up in the corner.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm feeling pretty good.
But like once you start working out and like you go into the gym sore still, you're fucked. You're in there and you're like, why can't I? Yeah, I can't even compete.
Yeah,
And
listen,
then there's guys and they're just,
I think you've made too much money. You played too hard. Your body's too banged up. You need to find something like, why not just like little band works or something? I think you need
summer's around the corner. Hey, you gotta get the Speedos on and hit the beach.
The nut huggers. You're gonna break the
you
nut
gotta be
huggers
like,
out.
now I get the dads. So you can't be carrying around the kids like not looking like fucking in shape.
Well, you still look good. I mean, you're lean.
Yeah, but you know what it was like back in the day.
No, you used to be fucking jacked.
Just skinny and
now you're lean, skinny. I'm gonna say you're skinny.
I know I am skinny. If I want to come back and play, I gotta get these quads fired up.
I would say for me to answer this question about what I do now, and you know this, Uppy, I was in one when I retired. My back and hips were mangled. I started doing Orange Theory out here with all the fucking Cougs and CDM. That was hurting me. My back, I was stiff all the time. I'm like, I need something. Shout out to Steve Gabriel, the old legend at Big Canyon. His jersey would be hanging from the rafters if they retired them. I started swimming. It's changed my life. I'm fully addicted to it mentally and physically. It's been unbelievable for me. I'm no longer sore. Unless I play golf back-to-back days or something. And then I play pickleball and I'm a big walker. I listen to our podcast, other podcasts. I go and walk. So to me, I guess what I'm saying is I'm looking for as much low impact as I can get.
Totally.
Right? I just don't want to be sore anymore.
I know. So I just got to get the fucking, I want to hit the golf ball further too.
Well, you're hitting it fucking far.
I know, but I want to hit it further. I want to.
You do, eh?
Oh my
you might
God.
Want to work
Did I tell you about this?
You might want to work on the chipping if I had to critique your game here a little bit.
Speaking of, while we're on the working out, I played golf last week, right? Ryan Magrum, big fucker.
Massive.
Played fucking college in Colorado.
Thank
big boy. Not. Listen, and we played with Lenny Dykstra's kid. This kid's name's Cutter Dykstra. Okay. This guy is my height, stockier. Okay. He fucking steps up to the first tee and he gives it, in a batter's box, you stretch like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Throws his shoulders back. He steps up and hits this ball like 390. And I'm like, holy shit. Every par four that was within 400 yards, he was driving, he was going for the green and he was landing them. He was carrying them on average 360. If he really got a hold of like a draw, it was 390. He put it on the green on a 390 par four. I was hitting him like 315, like standard fucking pipe zone. He was launching these balls. Crazy.
I love his old man.
He played in the minors for 7-8 years. And then he actually was one of the original guys in at Therabody or Theragun. It was the first.
Yeah.
When they used to sound like welding machines.
If you want to check out how big of a beauty Lenny Dykstra is, watch the 30 for 30 Once Upon a Time in Queens. This whole New York Mets team in the 80s were fucking beauties. Right? But put Lenny Dykstra at the top of this list.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a fucking beauty. So maybe we could get him on the pod. I love Lenny Dykstra. He used to throw in the biggest fucking shoes in the major leagues. Just big Redmonds, pine tar everywhere.
And then to touch on the guys, the second part of his question was technology. What do you use for the Apple Watch? What do you, for monitoring like your workout steps?
Yeah, Apple Watch. I don't got it on right now. I got the new Breitling. I got a sick new watch here. Yeah. It's fucking the Avenger.
Juice.
The Avenger, bud.
Yeah, the Super Avenger. My brother's got that one.
Yeah, it's a nice little watch.
Yeah, it's a great watch.
I use the Apple Watch. I try to get 10,000 steps in a day. I'll be honest with you. I probably 3 times a week. If I golf, I get over 15,000. And it's a 7
you monitor via the Apple Watch.
Via the Apple Watch.
Pretty accurate. Like on the days where you go really long, does it show like the longer duration? Like, is it pretty accurate?
It's pretty accurate. Like yesterday I swam and played pickleball. Yeah. And I burned over like 2,200 calories.
Nice.
I like the Apple Watch. It just, I don't know, it makes me
And then the Whoop strap. You ever used the Whoop?
Never done the Whoop. I tried the Oura Ring, but it didn't fit my fat finger.
My Oura Ring, it's missing, but I like that tool. It's a great tool.
Yeah, it's a great tool.
Actually, when you go to bed at a half decent hour and you get up and it just says a good score, it actually makes you fucking.
When you get some good sleep, how much is better is your boner in the morning?
It's out there.
I had a appetite. I had a nice one this morning. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I was walking to take a piss. I was like, fella, hey, where you been, bud?
Hey, the luck of the Irish.
Where you been, bud? Fuck, where you been? Hey, bud. Hey, fuck. Hey,
put the Whoop strap on that thing.
Lifeforce pills kicking in. Huh?
Lifeforce is working, baby. To answer his part, what I would do differently when I played.
More cold tubs.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
More cold
Wow,
tub.
fuck, you know me well, buddy. Ice baths, I would have way more ice baths, not just when I was hung cheese, dunk my head in there. I would put my whole body in. And I would have changed my workouts near the end of my career. I wish I would have swam near the end of my career when I played, had I known.
Yeah.
And I would have done way more band work and stretching and just trying to lean out and stretch my body. I didn't need any more strength. No one was pushing me off biskies. I just wish I would have maybe branched out differently near the end of my career. Changed my workouts during the season too, right?
More rubbing tugs.
More rubbing tubs,
100%.
way more rubbing tugs.
100%.
But more stretching, more, riding the bike, more band work, like I said. And then last but not least, what I would have done differently, I had someone ask me this the other day, Uppy. I should have had a personal chef with me my whole career. I should have hired a lady to come in, 9 to 5, be there, breakfast, lunch, everything. Boom. I should have done that.
Yeah.
That was a mistake I made.
Yeah, for a couple days a week. You have her in.
When you're home.
Yeah, but she could come in and go cook the breakfast for you.
Yeah.
And then you go to practice. She'd make your lunch and your dinner that day. And then the next day she can bang out 2 or 3 things, keep them nicely in the fridge.
Exactly.
And you just boom.
Yeah.
Right?
I should have done that as a single guy.
Yeah.
Making decent enough money. I should have done that.
That's a good point. For all you guys out there fighting your weight, young athletes, get your own chef.
Get your own chef. Maybe make her hot. Maybe make her young. That's up to you.
No,
That's up to you. Whatever,
you wouldn't eat
think.
what she's cooking. You'd eat her ass.
Well, I would have been light. That's all I was eating. I would have made weight all the time, but I should have had my own chef, Updogg. In all seriousness, that's a little bit of a blunder, but great question. He's a personal trainer. This guy, right? What's he look like? He's calling me fat. I'd like to see what
personal trainer.
I'm going to say if he's from Windsor, he's the guy that doesn't do cardio.
Who's he training in Windsor?
I saw this guy walking into Curl Fitness the other day. You know these guys at the gym where they wear the hoodie and the track pants to the gym, right? You're not doing cardio.
Curl Fitness. Did you go to Curl?
I was driving by to check out the chicks over at Nobu, and I saw this guy. I saw this guy coming out to the gym, like tracksuit on. I'm like, that guy's not jumping on the bike. He's going in there, like these fucking gorillas that are doing like
with the tank top.
No, he's got the hoodie on. And then he takes the hoodie off, probably got the tanker underneath.
Yeah, skinny.
I hate the guys that don't do cardio at the gym. I'm going to say it. To you guys out there that think you're jacked, walking around like this, you're fucking fat too.
Yeah.
Right? You're just different
you're just
fat.
on roids.
You're steroid fat.
Yeah.
I'm fucking eat too much fucking fast food, wine fat. You're steroid fat.
Yeah. I earned this fucking
This
fat.
is fucking, you ever seen a skinny king, as Jeff Gill would say?
Yeah.
Right? You guys are steroid fat, Uppy. You know the guys I'm talking about, right? They come in the fucking gym, eh? They're like fucking, they do like 1 rep. They're like, and they're like, attaboy, really, really fucking break a sweat in here.
Totally. Your fucking testes are about
hasn't
this
seen his
big.
ball stay. Where is that thing? Great question. I'm going to read one, Maxie. I'm going to read one here to the Updogg. Rob Duffman,
The Duffster.
Duffy, fella, Fort McMurray.
Fort Mac, boy.
Must be freezing his fucking balls off up there. Coldest I've ever felt besides Finland. Updogg, any good stories on what it's like growing up in Fort McMurray? Also, how did you end up settling in California where you're just fucking sick of the long winters in Fort Mac? Duffy.
Fort Mac. Listen, great place to grow up. Northern Alberta, for our listeners out there. I grew up in a little tiny oil and gas town in Northern Alberta, north of Edmonton, in the Wood Buffalo Borealis Forest, bud. She's right in the middle of the fucking forest. She's way up there. Binger, it's not Venice, buddy.
Binger, you don't want to go up there, bud.
Weed's wasn't all that good, Binger.
A lot of bunk weed up there.
There was never seeds in there, though. Eh? Not like you guys down here back in the day. There's seeds around that Mexican Cali.
We have seeds in the weed back home or no?
No, never did.
Never?
No.
I feel like curfew calls. We always start talking about weed.
Yeah.
Hey?
Gets us off topic.
Gets us right back to what we were all
Listen,
about.
I grew up, I had tons of buddies. My boys, St. Pete's, Sheaves, Nolan, played golf every fucking day. Tennis. I was playing tennis back in the day. That's why, I can serve.
You got a great
I can serve. Listen, didn't get in a whole lot of trouble growing up. Like fucking, Fort Mac is a small town. Everyone knows everything. You had to fucking keep her.
Who was your first girlfriend in Fort Mac? How old were you? Do you remember your first girlfriend?
My first girlfriend in Fort Mac?
Yeah. Who was your first girlfriend in Fort Mac?
Yeah, my first girlfriend was.
Does she still live in Fort Mac?
I have no fucking idea.
You don't.
Let me see.
So she wasn't the one.
My first crush was this chick, Erica.
Erica, older?
She's my age.
Your age. What'd you like about her?
Cute.
What'd you like
about her?
Great
eyes. Used to walk home like same path to school. I used to be like,
Great eyes.
Be all nervous and stuff. Like, how do I tell this girl I could invite her to the dance?
Boy, did you really come out of that shell.
Yeah.
Boy, did you really work.
Never ended up having her at a dance. I went for.
Did you work through that problem?
I went for Michelle after that. She was smoking too.
But I just think, like, did they support you in Fort Mac? Like, when you were starting getting good at hockey? Because, like, I'll be honest, in Port Hope, small town, I didn't get a whole lot of support. It's almost like people were cheering against me more than they were cheering for me.
No,
did you have people in Fort Mac that were cheering for you?
Yeah, like throughout the course of my career as I was 10, 12, 14, and started to just kind of A, love hockey more than most people, but B, kind of excel at it, whether it was skating or puck skills or whatever. I started to get opportunities to play up, a league with other guys and double basically my ice time, say, per week, which is important for kids.
Totally.
And sometimes it could be unfair for kids. Some parents, I'm sure, had a problem with it, but I would go up and I would excel playing with guys 3-4 years older than me. So it was like but staying in Fort McMurray was where the issue was, right? Like, at what point are you ready to leave?
Yeah.
And at what point does the next phase of your life or phase of hockey mean, billet families and move on to the next opportunity? And in Alberta, where we're from, it's fucking far. Like, I had to move 20 hours away. So
how old were you when you did that?
I was 17 years old, 17.
But that's to go play Cannadips, right?
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but some of my friends at grade 9, for example, my boy TJ listens to the pod all the time. Jarrett Lucan listens to the pod all the time. One of my best friends, teammates that I had in Kamloops. They went to Notre Dame, where our boy Jaden Schwartz went to school. Braden Coburn went to school. And Teddy Purcell went to school.
What's our boy Stosey?
And Stos, where Stos was slinging fucking booze. Yeah, Stos. So they their parents knew that before things, before they have to make decisions in their life of, what crowds they're hanging out with at school, who's an influence on them. They were like, listen, there's a great opportunity for these kids to go get a great scholastic, career at this school. But not only that, they learn how to be good adults and they play hockey at a high level.
So you were able to play.
I stayed.
You were able to play high enough quality hockey. Like, for me, I had to, when I was Peewee, I don't know what they call it now, whatever, under fucking 13, they probably call it or something. I had to go play AAA in Central Ontario, which was about 45 minutes to an hour from my house. So once a week practice, 2 games a week driving, just because my parents thought that I'd reached my limit. Yeah. And they were right. So in Fort Mac, you played all the way up till the Oil Barons?
Yeah, but I would play with the older teams.
Gotcha.
So instead of like I hardly played against Loops after 14 because I was playing midgets.
So you were playing age.
I played, when I was 14, 15, I played with the 17, 18 year olds. So they were in grade 10, 11, and I was grade 8, 9.
So that's where you learned all your off-ice moves. Yeah, you were playing with the older boys right away.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, you had to. I mean, I remember my first like New Year's Eve party with these guys. My parents gave me be home at 10:30, 11 o'clock. And I'm like, Mom, are you kidding me? I can't show up to this party and tell these fucking teammates of mine who are all like 18, 19, that I got to be home in fucking 2 hours.
Before the ball drops.
So I just get pinned beyond belief.
No.
Like chugging beers in the middle of the room. And of course they all made me do it. Back then you're like, hey, 16-year-old kid, you got to get pinned. And right now there's something wrong with that, I guess. And anyway, I get fucking juiced. I'm puking in the toilet. I'm just, it's a full scene. And one of my boys, Nick Roberts, shout out to Nick, who actually just lost his mom, Liv. I hope you're, Nick, I hope you're well. Anyway, he fucking carries me up my driveway, drives me home, carries me up my driveway. As soon as I get in, I can't talk or anything. As soon as I get in, I'm just like straight up like, hey Mom, what's up? I'm like, I'm going to bed. It's like 10,
Yeah. No, I know. When I was 16 years old, I played for our junior B team in Port Hope Buzzards, we were called. We were terrible. The old Walton Hotel, downtown Port Hope, no longer there. Same thing. I'd go out drinking with the boys, come home, pretend that I was, not drunk. And I thought I was fooling my parents. They knew every fucking time.
Yeah, every time.
16 years old in the bar in my hometown, drunk as the skunk. It was great. It was great.
Yeah,
it was great. So I will answer the part, Duffy, about why the Updogg came to California. Loops was out here. I was out here. We said to Uppy, fella, this is where it's at.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out here.
I was having a good time in Kelowna too, but I didn't have a golf game.
Yeah.
And I was like, I became single kind of at the
and
time.
you couldn't have stayed in Kelowna for your whole your whole career? No. God, no. I go, Uppy, get the fuck out of here. Nobody knows about hockey, but the girls in Hollywood still like professional hockey players. Totally. But we could do whatever we wanted. So, Updogg, when you moved out here, actually, someone asked me, I did a podcast and they asked me how me and you became buddies. And I said, that was it. Updogg moved out here. We started training together. We started playing golf together. We started taking a Sprinter van to Hollywood, and the rest is fucking history. So it was perfect out here for us.
It really was.
I love training out here. And, Loop sometimes thinks that people were maybe spying on some of his parties. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't. But for the most part, we flew under the radar, I think.
You remember that?
Yeah.
He thought there was PIs coming to check him out.
He thought the Godfather had him. Maxie, great question, Duffy. Hey, are we going to Cannadips for the World Cup?
Yeah, we got to put those dates. We got to look at that. It'd be nice to go back to the Western League and check out the Mem Cup. It's in late May.
We're going to do that, Ups. What do we got, Maxie?
This next one from Abiel Yashak.
Fellas. Obi, Uppy, what the fuck is going on? This is Abiel from Victoria, British Columbia. I actually got to thank you guys for all you do with this pod. Missin Curfew fucks. I look forward to this podcast on Thursdays as I do every Fridays. I got to ask an important question, boys. I know I didn't play in the National League, but one thing I bet was one of the best perks about playing the National League were the broads you get, whether it's during the game or post-game. So my question is, has there ever been a time that you have maybe locked eyes with a broad during the game, whether it was just playing in Dallas, running into one of the Ice Girls, or maybe skating around in Montreal or Vancouver, where they just have tents all over the place, and you locked eyes and had a conversation or any type of encounter? Let me know. Last but not least, rest in peace, Jimmy Bartley Scoops. I miss you, man, and thanks for all you do.
Great call. He kind of sounds like Kevin Hayes a little bit, doesn't he?
Does, yeah.
I was like, I wrote right down.
He's from British Columbia, right?
Yeah.
Wow, I don't know. I don't know why I wrote that down. I'm like, he sounds like Kevin Hayes a little bit to me. Fucking Ice Girls. Yeah, I was in Dallas during the season this year, looking at the Ice Girls there. It brought me back down memory lane, trying to take a run at them. But for me, I got the same story about in Calgary. Right? It was retro night at the Saddle Dome. Fuck, we go up 2-0 early, and this girl was wearing a Theon Fleury jersey, Updogg. She was of my pattern, right? Like, it was nice. So we go up 2-0. I jump out to a TV timeout, and she's scraping the ice, and I come over. I said, hey, we're staying tonight. Are you going to go to Cowboys? She said, yeah, I'll be to Cowboys after. I said, okay, I'll meet you there. Whatever. Okay, good. And I skate back, and as I skate back, AV obviously had the ISO cam on me, and he's like, Obi, keep your fucking head in the game. And I'm like, yeah, I got it. He's like, are you fucking serious? Let's go here. If the fucking Calgary Flames don't come back to make it 3-2, and now I'm worried. I'm like, if we lose this game, and I went over the Ice Girl when it was 2-0, and we had, sure enough, third period, Hank and Danny have 1-1. We win, 5-3, and met her out at Cowboys, and the rest is history. That's the one that came to me. That's the one that came to me anyways.
I remember in New Jersey, I'm in Philly. They just built the rink in Newark. It was like the place wasn't even done. And in warm-ups, I'm skating around, and this one girl is with a friend, but I only recognize the one. And I'm sitting there, and she's, of course, every time we come around the net, I'm like, she's just like kind of staring and kind of smiling. And I'm like, now we're sitting in the half circle, right? We're sitting in the half circle shooting biscuits and fucking, I'm like, Loops. I'm like, who is this fucking girl? Like, I totally know her. And that's the last guy on planet Earth to ask who the girl is. Yeah. He doesn't know who his sister is.
No,
he's like, huh? Like, so then I go to Carter, and I'm like, Carts, like, who's this girl? And he's like, she looks familiar. And now I'm like, okay, it's eating me up. And I'm like, Ibiza. That's where we met her.
No shit.
I'm like, she was in Ibiza, and she was the girl that was she said she was from New Jersey. And
Good
I'm
memory.
like, so I skate up to Richie immediately, because it was me, Richie, Carts, and Loops. And I'm like, do you guys remember this girl from Ibiza? The one that we're like,
this is all right before an NHL game, which is great.
Randomly. Yeah, totally.
This is great.
So in the second period, fucking Eliosh comes in and maybe throws his first body check of his career.
Only check.
Hits me on the half wall and tweaks my MCL on my leg. Shocker, it happened back then. And I'm in it's the second intermission, and I'm in the room, and I'm like, goes get my phone. I'm done for the game. Ice in my leg, crutches. And I'm like, fucking find the girl's number because I now I'm like totally know who she is. And I'm like, hey, what's up? And she's like, where are you now? I'm like, well, I just hurt my knee. I'm like, I'd love to meet you and say hi after the game. So of course, game's over. I hobble up. The elevators don't even work. This fucking rink is so new. And I hobble up the stairs on one leg with my crutches on. And I meet this girl and we're kind of hanging out. And then we're hanging out.
And the rest is history.
And I get a text from like maybe Briere and some guys like, where are you? The bus is leaving. I'm like, holy shit. So of course now I'm hustling down to this bus on one leg. And I show up and I'm of course everyone's like, where the fuck have you been? I'm like, I don't know if I got.
I'll tell you what, the boys were probably like, okay, Updogg, that's okay. You're late for the bus. The boys would understand that one.
I'm like, sorry, I was just up saying hi to a friend. So anyway,
that is fucking next level National League. But the ice girl is good, clean, fun. They're good for the game. Listen, there was the one ice girl that I got in trouble in Nashville with, and I never understood like why they couldn't hang out with us as a single guy. What does it matter?
Is that the Doors? Yeah.
Yeah.
She had a good voice on her. Huh?
Yeah, she's great. I'm going to read this one here. It's Rob Duffy again, back-to-back Duffster here from Fort Mac. This is a great question, Updogg. All-Star Weekend. He said, just an idea, but scrap the skills competition, have a golf tournament and a softball tournament, both televised, beer drinking trophy for each team, just an idea. I kind of like the idea of maybe a softball or not a full 18-hole golf tournament, but it's kind of intriguing to get a look at these guys. Now, you don't want any of them to get hurt, but maybe like a little 4-hole golf thing or maybe a soft, depending on where the thing, I don't know. To me, this is interesting, Uppy, because I'm with him. I'm over the skills competition.
Could you not make it at the end of the year like a Pro Bowl? Like when the NHL finals are going on, you kind of shoot to like, an offsite all-star kind of skills comp. Maybe you make it in Hawaii or you always make it in Vegas or you make it somewhere that's no one's going to go to this stupid game. And where was it going to be the next 2 years?
Next year it's in Toronto. We're going.
Yeah, but then it's in.
Are we going to go to Edmonton in 2 years?
Like, fuck. In February? Fuck no. Fuck no. We're not.
Clip that. Clip his fucking facial reaction there.
No.
That was,
God.
Fuck no, he says. I ain't going either.
Yeah.
I ain't going.
No, I know. We're not going.
I'm not fucking leaving.
So
I think there's you might be onto something at the end of the year. Kind of
tough format either way, but like you could do the softball tournament at the end of the year. You could do like,
that'd be fun.
Do a flag football fucking event.
Softball that would be fun to see the boys out there playing a little charity, like an all-star softball with all the best players.
Yeah. I mean,
the Europeans probably wouldn't be great at softball, but
that's like, okay, there should be a softball event put on by someone for charity. I don't know if it should be the NHL All-Star game, for example, but I like his. It's different than the fucking fastest skater. And
I think I like that he's thinking outside the box.
I like that.
And that's what I just want the NHL to start thinking like outside the box a little bit here. And the skills competition is weak. So
by the way, this stands out, but we've got two Rob Duffies. Rob Duffys
is it
on
a different guy or
same guy?
Same guy.
Oh, fuck
left us a few messages.
Different email.
Look at his email. Different.
Two
different
Rob
emails.
Duffys.
Look at that.
Good catch.
Fucking right.
Wow, good eye. But I thought it was the same guy. Pair of Duffies.
Hey, pair of Duffs.
That's what the beer was called in The Simpsons, right?
It was
Duffy's beer.
Duff's beer.
Duff's beer.
DUFF''S, right?
Moe's Bar. Remember they go into Moe's Bar?
Duffy's beer or Duff's?
The Simpsons. Duff's beer, I think.
Duff's.
Let me look it up.
I think it's Duff's.
What a great show, by the way.
By the way, did you guys see that the Simpsons?
Duff beer.
Did you guys also see that the Simpsons predicted the fall of the Silicon Bank?
What?
In an episode?
They predict
in
everything.
the 90s? They fucking have Silicon Bank and everyone's rushing in to get their money in the show. And they're like, nope, we don't have it. Is that fucking crazy or what?
That's insane. That's insane.
In the 90s.
I'm going to read this one, Updogg, here. This is from Sam Schwartzuck. Is that how you say that? Updogg right down there, 2-9 at the bottom. Sam
Scorchuk.
Scorchuk.
Subjects number 99. Hey guys, love the show. I'll keep it short and simple. Love it, just like my shifts. I'm coaching hockey and I'm around a lot of rinks. Twice this season, I've seen young lads, I'd say under 13 years old, wearing the number 99. What the fuck is that? I feel like the coach should be banned from ever coaching again. The parents shouldn't be allowed in the rink ever again. And the kids should have to watch Ultimate Gretzky and issue apology to Wayne. Hockey Canada, the whole hockey nation. Am I wrong for getting physically upset over seeing this? Thanks, fellas. Keep up the great work. I see what he's saying here. He's saying no one wears 99 but 99. I'd like to ask Wayne, seeing now that I officially know Wayne thanks to you, I'd like to ask Wayne if he actually wants kids wearing 99. Right? Like the day I spent with him, he
didn't want to wear it. It's his coach gave it to him.
Yeah. Like, I wonder if he would want young kids to carry his tradition and wear 99, or if he thinks the same way as Shaw Chucky here, not to wear it. I don't know. I would like to ask Wayne, what do you think Wayne's answer would be to that? You know him better than me.
I mean,
he's saying that they're wearing it because they don't know who Wayne Gretzky is. I think that's why he's pissed off.
Yeah.
Which I get.
What I will say is that after talking to Wayne and the history that Wayne knows about the game of hockey, okay, our best player right now, say in our world, let's just say Sidney Crosby, for example. When Sidney Crosby's 60 years old and he's playing golf every day and he's drinking tequilas and he's telling stories about winning cups, is he going to have the same excitement to share all the history of Wayne Gretzky and Bobby Orr and fucking Brett Hull and all these guys that he grew up watching and that have carried the torch from their heirs, right? Do we have young players that care enough in the history of hockey that will be able to share all these stories moving forward? Is what, because Wayne it's incredible when you sit next to Wayne. It's like you're sitting next to a historian in hockey.
It really
is. It's amazing. Now, for that reason alone, I think the number 99 should not be worn. I think he has done an incredible job of bringing hockey to the U.S., of setting records that arguably will never be touched or broken, besides the goal scoring one this year. But
I got an idea here for you.
I don't think kids should wear 99, but I think they should have a fucking hockey university where they learn about all the old players.
Now, I know there's lots of small towns in Canada and lots of rinks, but should there be a 99 retired in every jersey in Canada? Should these kids come in and see a 99 Wayne Gretzky on the wall, hanging from the rink and forever and ever, that this was the greatest player, this is the great one, 99 in every rink in Canada? And maybe these kids will be like, hey, Dad, why is there a 99? I'll tell you, son, this guy was the greatest player ever. They called him the great one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something to think about back home, and that every rink should have a 99 retired in it. And maybe these kids won't wear it.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Well done.
But you're so right about Wayne. And I mean, just listen to him talk about the game and how much he loves it. I mean, did you call him a historian? That's basically what he is. Like,
yeah. He cares about it. That's why why was Wayne so much fucking better than everyone else in his day and age? And I think it was because of his father and the lessons and the teachings, and then the ability to obviously see the ice like he did, but he loved the game more than anybody.
Totally.
He loved what the game meant to him and the history of it, and Gordie Howe, and he just, you could tell that he lived, and breathed fucking ice and sticks.
Yeah,
and pucks.
Still does.
Yeah.
You know what I was blown away with? How thick his fucking legs are still. You see his legs, his ass and his quads and his fucking calves.
Yeah.
He could play on the fucking, he could wear shorts nice out there.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I said. How old's Wayne?
62.
And he's still when I looked
62.
at his legs and his ass, I'm like, this guy could still fly around out there probably. So, great question. Maxie, what do we got, fella? Bring us in a little curfew call here.
This one's here for you, Obes, this beauty from Sudbury.
Sudbury,
fellas, what is going on? You guys are absolute beauties. This is Alex coming in from Sudbury, Ontario. Question for Obes. I know Obes was dogging the Northern Ontario rinks. He was giving them a hard time, tough roadie. I get it. But I want to know, Obes, do you remember the Wolf on the Wire in Sudbury that would come on when the Wolfers would score? Let me know. And if you got any good stories about it, let's hear it. As always, rest in peace, Jimmy Scoops Hayes. You boys are absolute beauties. Keep it going. Love the pod.
Fuck, a good guy. Thanks, Alex. Sudbury Saturday Night. You know that song? It's a Sudbury Saturday Night. It's played in every junior. No, it wasn't the Hip, was it? Hold on.
I don't know anyone else fucking who would mention the word Sudbury in the song.
What about Tom Cochran or something?
Oh, Tommy boy.
Sudbury Saturday night. Here we go. Sudbury Saturday night. Yeah, Tom Connors.
Stompin' Tom Connors.
Tom Connors.
Oh, of course.
You know this song.
The good old hockey game.
Listen to this. You hear that?
Yeah, of course.
Look at these all stomping.
See, this is fucking Newfie music, buddy. He's from Newfoundland, I bet.
Oh, that's Sudbury Saturday night. So they would play this tune. Look at this video, Updogg. It's just a girl having a dart and a drink. Sudbury Saturday night. What a tune.
Fuck, this guy died, man. 2013. Stompin' Tom Connors.
I love this tune. Saturday night. So, anyways, they always play that song at that barn. They play it through the whole Ontario Hockey League. What a tune!
Awesome.
Sudbury Great Barn. They had this fucking wolf that looks like a real wolf, and it's kind of bush league, right? It's junior, but it comes on this fucking wire when they score and it comes out. The thing I remember about Sudbury, the hardest boards. I'm talking back in the day, seamless glass, no fucking give, cold, hard boards, man. And like going back for pucks.
Yeah.
Right? Fuck off.
Yeah. Imagine.
Fuck off.
Fucking hockey, man. Imagine just showing up at those barns and you're like, God, it's cold in here and this ice is shit. And the fans are going to just throw beers at us. And like, we just got off a fucking 12-hour bus. And I just ate McDonald's for fucking pregame meal.
I just slept in the Holiday Inn. My bed was shit.
It's like, man, remember all the stuff we used to deal with?
Well, you guys, I mean, Western League, that's the first thing when I first turned pro in Cincy and got to know Loops, Stepper.
We also do have on your squad.
Fuck, I'm drawing a blank. We had way more Western Leaguers than that. I'm drawing a blank right now. Brookbank. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, Billy. I forgot about you. Billy, love you. The travel's insane. Kyle Wanvig. I remember talking to Wani about the travel I played with Kyle Wanvig in Tampa. Great guy. Had a lot of fun with Kyle Wanvig.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. Yeah, he liked to get after it, Wani.
Yeah, well, blast from the past.
Alex, Sudbury, great barn, great uniforms. Blue, silver, white, good unis, great symbol. Look up the Sudbury Wolf symbol.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Great symbol, blood coming off the wolf. Mm-hmm. You talk about the Quebec tournament, that means a lot to you. They have a great minor hockey tournament, the Big Nickel tournament there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's cool. Great barn. I think we usually kicked the shit out of them. Actually, no, they were good. We traded Mike Smith. Smitty was my boy in Kingston. We traded Mike Smith to Sudbury because we brought in this European goalie named Peter Hammerlich, who was actually a good guy. But you don't trade Mike Smith, a Kingston boy, for a fucking Checo.
No.
So we traded Smitty to Sudbury. Great barn. Stomp and Tom. What a tune, eh? Actually,
it's a good tune.
Sudbury Saturday night.
Listen, you got to play this on this week, St. Patty's Day, bud.
Talk about it. Great call, Alex. You're the man, buddy. Like you said, we miss Scoopsy every day. Maxie, give us one more, fella. Give us one more.
What do you at, boys? Newfoundlander here, living in Pittsburgh, PA. When I was young, I don't know if it was Peewee or Bantam. We were playing in the round robin somewhere in Harbour Grace, SW Moore's Arena, in case there's any people listening from Newfoundland.
There's a few.
We were beating the wheels off Clarenville. We were up 10-1 in the round robin. And the tournament rolled on, and we ended up facing them in the final.
What an accent.
I don't know what could have happened, but we ended up losing 1-0. I'm interested in hearing any of your crazy minor hockey stories. Looking forward to it, boys. Love the pod. R.I.P. Jimmy.
That's such a great fucking... I got one right teed up for you. Yeah. What a great fucking Newfie accent that guy has. I got to get to Newfoundland.
Yes, boss.
What's the street called?
George Street.
Fucking George Street. Take a piss on George Street, eh? Binger? You'd get the shit kicked out of you in Newfoundland, Bing. Those fishing boys, eh? They kicked the shit out of Binger, wouldn't they?
I lived in a trailer park for 4 summers, dude. I'm a lot tougher than you think.
I lived in a van down by the river.
Binger would just say, get in the batter's box, you son of a bitch.
Binger, I don't think you're not tough. I saw the anger in your eye there. I got a little scared, actually. I got a little scared. Minor hockey story. Got a great one. Jason Saprika, Soupy, who I ended up training with, and actually Soupy helped me get to the NHL. So shout out to Soup. But I got, in Peewee, I switched teams from Central to Quinny. So I get to Quinny, I make the team. I'm not on the power play. So we're staying at this hotel for this tournament. I say to my dad, I said, Pitter, fuck, enough's enough here. Like, I'm not on the fucking power play. They got this, no disrespect, his name was Nick Houghton. I'm like, they got Houghton on the power play. Fucking go talk to the coach here. Like, go talk to the coach. But at the same time, while I'm asking this, like Soupy's trying to talk to me, and I'm like that kid that doesn't listen to the coach and doesn't look at him and like kind of mouthing back. But I'm not thinking this, right? I'm thinking, fuck. So my dad goes in, I'll talk to the coach. And I remember, Uppy, we were playing mini sticks in the hallway of the hotel. And I remember forget the look on my dad's face when he came out of that office. And he looked at me and he said, Shane. And the look on his face, I was like, oh my God, this is what just happened here. He gives me one of these ones. He pulls me over. He said, you don't worry about playing on the fucking power play. When your coach looks at you, you say, yes, sir, no, sir, 3 bags full, sir. You fucking understand me? And I was like, yeah. And from that moment on, I realized to look at the coaches. Even if I didn't like what was going on in my head,
totally
look at the coach, show him respect. So not only did I not get on the power play, I got a fucking shit from my dad for trying to go and talk to the coach. Yeah. So that was, to me, one of my stories of look at the coach, and Pitter backfired on me, Updogg.
I mean, listen, I'll attest to that lesson your dad gave you, because someone in my day told me that no matter what the situation is, whether the coach is giving you shit in practice and makes the whole team skate, and you know how some guy, it only hurts players growing up when some guy's over in the corner just motherfucking the coach, being like, fuck this fucking guy. Like the coaches all know the ice isn't that fucking big. They know what's going on. When you sit and the coach draws up the play on the fucking wall, be there, like engaged, look at the wall. Like, it's kind of funny because I was clueless most times on these drills, but I'd actually pay attention.
You were great.
But get in the huddle and know what the hell's going on, right? Anyway, so I recall that situation of a lesson learned of like, listen, if you don't like your coach early, he's just going to fuck you.
Yeah.
Because they can. They're really the only people.
My dad told me, and my Pitter was such a great dad. He gave me one other advice too. He said, there's 3 people in the world that you can never beat: cops, teachers, coaches. Yeah. You're never going to beat them. So either fucking, And I tried in Calgary with Hartley, and fuck Pitter, you're right. He won too. I tried to grab Bob, he won too. But Updogg, real quick, just about those tournaments when you're younger. Obviously, that was great, right? Playing mini sticks with the boys, go on the trip. Okay. And I remember my dad with the boys in Quinny. Shout out to Andrew Brown, Mikey McNeil. These guys were playing euchre, drinking. We're playing mini sticks. Like, that's what fucking growing up is all about.
Yeah, I agree.
Right?
A couple things.
Yep.
I was in Peewee, just started body checking. My first ever Peewee hockey game with body checking. We're playing the Grand Center fucking Oilers. And
Grand Center.
I carry the puck up to the red line and I dump a puck in and I get absolutely smoked. Broken collarbone. First game ever checking.
So it started early for you. You're fighting the injury bug right from the fucking get-go.
So then I come back. I miss, let's say 4 to 6 weeks, broken clavicle right here. Broken clavicle. So I come back feeling good.
That probably hurt.
My first 2 games now. So now it's okay. I'm like, hey, now you got to fucking keep your head up. I get kicked out of each game for hitting from behind. Both games. Okay. So now I get a suspension for 1 game. So now I'm it's the full fucking year. And now so we go into this road game. My dad's the coach.
Full fucking year.
Now I'm like, fuck, I can't touch anybody, right? My dad's like, listen,
You're a little gun shy now.
But now you can't touch anyone. And sure as shit, we're in Spruce Grove and I'm fucking flying around. And, and back then they had the stop signs on the back of the jerseys. Like, it was just when that started to come out.
Yours is more of an amber, eh?
Yeah, mine was fucking flashing green. I hit another guy and I'm getting kicked out of this game. 3 in a row. And my dad is chasing me down the hallway. And his buddy Claude, our assistant coach, Claude House, was like fucking stopping my dad. He was trying to get at me because he's like, you dumb fuck. I told you, just no hitting. I just couldn't help myself.
Yeah, no, you're horned up, right?
I was. And then I managed to reel it all in and figured it all out. But a good thing about my hockey experience in like Peewees, which I was fortunate enough to play in the Peewee Quebec tournament twice. 1 year as a underage Peewee that we won. And what I remember from that year, not only did I have these incredible billets, I think their names Mark and Annette. They were Bouchard, I think Mark Bouchard. They were like
Mark Bouchard.
They were fucking, listen, they couldn't speak a lick English. And me and my boy TJ, we show up there and I'm like, I was fucking mama's boy. And my dad was dropping me off fucking Pizza Hut at fucking school when I was a kid. Like, I got it pretty good.
Got good parents.
Got it pretty good. Yeah. And we go there. They don't speak a lick English. Me and TJ are like, what the fuck? What are we eating? Like schnitzel and fucking poutine. And I'm like, this is fucking crazy. And they built a fucking rink in our backyard in February in Quebec. They like make us get the shovels out first night. We're like, what the fuck are we doing? We shovel off this outdoor rink.
They put you to work.
They had frozen the pond with our numbers and names on the ice with our hometown logo. And I was like, what the fuck? So now we're like, we had this outdoor rink to skate on while we were there. We end up winning the tournament. Amazing. But one thing I remember from that stands out is all the other teams from all over the world, they were all there and used to buy this like scarf, like a Peewee Quebec tournament, like long white Rampart scarf.
Yeah.
And used to collect like pins from each and every team. Like, so Russia or Finland, and all the kids would like pile up the 12, 13-year-olds on the concourse. And like during games, you'd watch games. And I still remember like the smell of the popcorn and all that shit. But you would just be like, hey, we had Fort McMurray pins and you trade pins.
Yeah,
and
we did that too.
I had these fucking scarves. My parents probably still have it, but like of 1 million pins.
That was minor hockey in general. You give a pin. Yeah, that was cool.
You give a pin, right?
That was cool.
Yeah.
I got one last story about my dad coaching me, just because you talked about your dad chasing you down the fucking hallway. I'm still playing at Port Hope. We're playing the Cobourg or Port Hope tournament, and we're playing Cobourg, which is our arch rivals. Port Hope and Cobourg are 3.5 kilometers apart, 2 miles apart.
Yeah.
And my dad says, fucking Shane, pass the puck. Pass the puck. You're hogging the puck. I said, okay, pass the fucking puck. Okay. So we come down 2-0. Sorry, Thicky, I'm going to throw you out there. Corey Thixon was the guy's name. I come down 2-0, throw it back door to Thicky, misses the wide open fucking net. I come back to the bench. I look at my dad. I go, you happy I passed the puck? He grabbed me by the face mask, and pushed me up against the wall and said, what'd you say? He said, have a fucking seat right there. And at this time, we're probably up 4-1, 5-1. If they don't come storming back and tie it up at 5-5. So now shout out to the assistant coach, Yogi, who is a beauty. Yogi's going to my dad. He's like, hey, you got to fucking put him back out there. And my dad's, no, fuck him. No. Finally, Yogi's like, you got to put him back out there. And my dad said, hey, if you want to put him back out there, go put him back out there. So Yogi came down the bench. He said, get the fuck out there. So anyways, my dad, same thing. I talked back to him, grab me, have a seat. But Pitter, we blew a 5-goal lead. So your message really didn't work because I got back out there.
No, but it did work because you still remember it.
Yeah.
Turning into a pro.
I remember him grabbing me by the fucking face mask. I was like, oh, should have opened my big mouth. Yeah. So Updogg, thank you, brother. Curfew calls. I just love it because, first of all, it gets to me to talk to you, one of my best friends about growing up, and just good bull points, and we start taking trips off, different places. So thank you, Maxie Binger, Hall Pass Media, to the callers. Keep them coming. Keep them what, Maxie?
Evergreen.
Fella. That was Curfew calls. Fella.